Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's an energy reading for Pisces, sun, moon, rising sign, Pisces energy. And so why are you being called to this video if you're not a Pisces at all? Because there's a message here that you need to hear. There can actually be Pisces placements in your natal chart that are being triggered right now. So understand that this is your message if it was brought to you, because you're the one that drew it to you. So sit back and have a listen. This is where your message begins. So snake energy is powerful. It's healing because it represents the toxicity that must be released. It represents the twisting in our gut that we need to purge. It represents what our body has to go through, the pain and the struggle and the toxicity that we have to face in our life in order to know how to handle toxicity at all. It's almost how our immune system gets stronger by getting sick, because it learns. And so snake messenger is here to purge you and heal you of some sort of toxicity. Now, a lot of times this stereotypically with Pisces could be drinking, there could be drugs, there could be, and not to say that you're an addict in any way, but to say if there's been any overindulgence that's been happening with things that even things that could be, good for you, if you have them in excess, could be too much. So first we look at the physical when this card comes up. Physically, what have I been doing or putting my body through that has been overindulgent? Sometimes it's just not exercising enough. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's watching too much TV, right? Not getting, not what we're not doing for our bodies or for our health, mental stability. But this speaks maybe to a spiritual toxin as well, which gets more into the trauma territory. So it's demented in some ways the way that you could see the world, and you might see a situation or circumstance differently if you could purge this toxin out of your way. So when you see snake and snake is arriving, it's there intentionally to intimidate you. It's there intentionally to be a formidable presence. Not all spirits are light and fluffy, but it's a message from the divine to say, you're ready to face this. You must face this. I'm here to help you through this journey. It is not going to be an easy journey, but it is going to be a worthy journey where you're going to come on the other side of it stronger and healthier. So it's almost like purging. Think of the snake as like a roto-rooter, you know what I'm saying? To purge the pipes mentally, physically, and spiritually. Now, in other ways, at a more personal level, this could mean that there is a snake or somebody toxic in your presence. And so if that is the case, that will definitely come out in the message as I shuffle the cards. Now, just like you just saw here, as I divide the deck, there are going to be cards that fall out. I'm going to leave them where they are. Just leave them where they lie, because they're meant to be part of the message, and that's how it works. If you're looking for a personal message, I do provide those. The only place you can book, though, is on my website. So please go to www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. You can book and schedule right there. You'll get your message within 24 hours of whatever day that you booked. And faster if I can get it to you. If you're just arriving at this channel, thank you. Please remember to subscribe to this channel and then ring that notification bell and select all notifications so that you'll know when I upload your favorite content, but also so that you'll know when I go live. Pisces, this is the only place on all of social media that I go live and provide free public tarot card readings. So if you like that kind of stuff, then please join. I'm going to cleanse the energy. If you are offended by loud sounds, you might want to turn down the volume or take your earplugs out. There's a lot on the table. And it's coming in clusters, which is clear out the clutter. How has the toxicity in your life been eating away at your transformation? Because frog is transformative energy. So we have clear out the clutter, an unfulfilled or an uncompleted transformation in your life because you were still holding on to something. And a lot of times what happens, guys, is that we convince ourselves we don't have to give up too much. We don't have to give it all up. Let me go back to the example of alcohol. Not to say that this is your problem. This is just a metaphor. And I think it's a clear metaphor, so that's why I'm using it. Sometimes people convince themselves when they're kind of understanding, I drink too much, but they are not ready to fully admit, I have a problem. They try to convince themselves, I can just cut down a little bit. I can just cut down a little bit. I'll be fine if I just cut. I won't have as many. And what that's doing is putting a Band-Aid on a wound that's gushing blood. And it needs a lot more attention. So there was something here in your life that you, on some level of consciousness, understood ain't right. But at the same time, maybe didn't have the strength to get completely over or get completely rid of or completely face. Because it would have meant that you would have had to also drop other good things that come with it. Like, go back to the drinking metaphor, being social, having friends that are fun, having great stories to tell, just having a lot of pleasure in your life. I don't want to give these up. I don't want to risk the friendships. I don't want to risk having someplace to go on a Friday and Saturday night. I don't want to risk all this. So I don't want to admit what I kind of know. And that's the same thing. This could be with work. This could be with your relationship. Something here is like, I don't want to admit it to myself. And now I think things have escalated in terms of the toxicity factor. Interestingly enough, 28 adds up to 10, and so does a time to heal. 55 add up to 10. And so Pisces, you're being confronted with the completion of a cycle, which is really the confrontation of a toxicity or something now that you're having to admit to yourself never really fulfilled you and is not really worth holding on to. This is a letting go time. Take a leap of faith. Still not quite ready to do that, are we? Still kind of faith squashed a little bit. But this is also a good sign in that it's making you realize, Pisces, or it's coming through loud and clear as the message that says, ready when you are. Because you're the one holding yourself back from this. And so what is it going to take for you to be able to jump over this hurdle or confront this toxicity? For most of you, I think it's an internal toxicity. And if you're dealing with external toxicities, it's because you have the external toxicity that's matching the energy outside of you. So I'm not too willing to say it's the fault of somebody that's sneaking around or not telling the truth. I think it's deeper, but let's figure this out. This all came out together. The miracles are endless. And then we have freedom is yours and be here now. This is when you decide to break free from the creature comforts that are keeping you stuck in a situation that's toxic or not fulfilling. Maybe it's not toxic. Maybe toxic is too strong a word. Let's instead say unfulfilling. But there are creature comforts associated with it. Everything is like if you're in a relationship and it's so good and it's so nice and everybody loves your significant other and on the outside you look like perfect. Something inside that's saying, not for me, not the one, I'm not complete here. Right? And ultimately, this is when you are able to break free of that need or that stall or that whatever you're holding on to. Now, it could just be that you finally see the abundance, right? But it's more air energy. So it's almost like you're going from earth to air energy, which means you're lightening up. You know, air, water is naturally attracted to earth, but to become air, it has to lighten up. So something is lightening up in your life. And then we have love is all around, Gemini energy, and time for a deep dive. There is a new option or opportunity that's coming into your life, or just a sense of finally arriving at this state of love, at this state of almost like glee or joy. When Nightingale comes out, I always say it's like, see, people are singing your praises, but there's music all around here. There's just this sentiment of romance. This is Gemini and Libra energy once again, air energy. We have double Aquarius here too. So the abundance here is in the flexibility of mind. The abundance here is in the statements or in the communication. There's an abundance of talking or speaking or, I don't know, jabbering here that's about to get deeper and force you to see what you have to let go of, or you're going to miss this opportunity. There's something pulling you outside of what you currently have. And the only reason that's happening is because what you currently have isn't really completely satisfying you. Now, I've been saying in the back of my mind, you're calling them out. You're calling them out. And I don't mean to. I don't mean to call you out. I don't mean to be like busting your balls, especially for cross watchers, right? But this is the energy I'm picking up. Divine life purpose. Oh, this is beautiful. I was called to pick up this card, this deck. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. And it's saying that you're going to have a challenge doing that, because what it's going to take is the sacrifice of the release of the creature comforts, of the comfort zone. Tell us a little bit more about that. Virgo energy, you are good enough. You are good enough to reach beyond the first offer or contentment. This is also a sense of finally being able to heal, finally being able to believe in the idea, finally be able to bring it into consciousness and intellectual, I can touch this, like intellectually. This sense of investment in the self and understanding and growth. Let's get a little bit deeper. So why is Snake here? It's this deck. Why is Snake here? This is all healing energy, so that's very good. Snake is here because, okay, there was a malefic energy, some sort of something trying to defeat, or always quarreling, I just heard. Almost feeling constantly undermined. Finally getting away from that. That's interesting. The two cards come out. It's all air. Once again, it's all communications. Moving on. This is you have to make a decision to move on from something that is honestly was perpetually undercutting you, dismissing you, undermining you. And that is that snake energy. So it's almost like saying, yes, there is something in your life, Pisces, something or someone that is undermining your progress, and you're holding on to it maybe for obligatory reasons. Maybe because you feel obligated, but it's like this is the week that you wake up and realize you can finally formulate your escape plan. you can finally allow yourself to admit that you have to let go of this, so that once you do that, you'll find the way forward. Because this is a leaving. This is a going in a different direction. This is a, now, it doesn't always mean leaving a relationship. It could mean figuring out how to solve the issues. Figuring out how to, but like confronting the problem and then being able to figure out how to address the problem and move on from it. This is movement. Where you were once like constantly being undercut, now you are finding solutions or creating a solution. So this is a beautiful, okay, so there's a solution to the problem. What is the solution for Pisces? Yeah, this was, I'm sorry, guys. This was in reverse. Let me just start again with that. I apologize. What is the solution? Five. The solution is open to change or enabling change, allowing it, allowing your pride to drop away so that you can be open to the idea even that things have to change or that something different is better for you, or that there's a better road to take. Okay, let's get more specific though. What kind of change do you want for Pisces? Or do you want Pisces to execute? How does Pisces have to change? Once again, these decks are in reverse. I think, so it definitely has to do with health. It definitely has to do with maybe deliberating whether or not you can be alone. And the presence of the Hermit, this could also be, of course, Virgo energy that you're dealing with. So this is your divine balance. Virgo represents your divine balance. So doing things more practically, doing things more by route, by schedule. This isn't comfortable for you, but it's necessary right now. It's almost like a change in value, a change in perspective. And then you have Queen of Cups here and Cancerian energy. You could also be deliberating between Virgo energy and more water energy. But I think what you're doing is you're learning how to juggle, and you're learning how to balance out these diametric different energies. There's something here with healing a situation, showing love, opening your heart, but the Chariot is here also moving forward. But this could be dealing with or healing a situation with a maternal figure, or the secret to this all is finding a way to balance out instability within the family, or especially surrounding a maternal figure. And that could be the trauma that needs to be purged to enable you to be able to move forward in your current situation without constantly feeling like you have to be held back, or that you can't fully put yourself into this. It's because there's some healing that has to happen, or recalibration that has to happen with regards to this family maternal energy. That's the secret to moving forward. Let's go to the extended. The link is down below. I will see you guys there. I've also pinned it to the top of the comment section.